My name's Sue Ingram, and I started this whole journey into sunscreens after deciding to leave the corporate world. So followed my love of the outdoors and keen interest in health, and we eventually, my husband and I, decided that sunscreen was definitely something that there was a great need for, a really healthy alternative to what was on the market. This was fueled a lot by the fact that my brother died from melanoma, and my cousin as well, very prematurely. So I just was amazed at how much rubbish is out there, how much really bad stuff goes into a lot of things, especially sunscreens, but a lot of cosmetics. And we wear sunscreen to stop getting skin cancer, and yet we're lathering on this cream that is really toxic. So the more I investigated, the more passionate I became about trying to find a really good natural organic solution that would work. And after 3 years of a lot of experimentation and a lot of help from professionals, we're very, very happy with what we've actually produced. So Sunumbra evolved. We came up with the logo, which was about embrace the sun. Don't worry so much about the sun, but because there's so much wonderful goodness to be got out of being outdoors in the sunshine. You just really feel good when you've been in the sun. And so the whole concept was, let's embrace the sun. And so we're not going to get burned, but we're also going to have a sunscreen that provides us with a whole lot of goodness and not just protecting you from the sun. So there's a lot of ingredients in here. We really like the idea of using natural botanical ingredients to boost the goodness of just plain zinc oxide. Plain zinc oxide is there to reflect the sun's rays, but the body's system itself has got so much more capabilities to look after itself if you give it the right goodness. We really had to have an SPF 30 and nothing less than that. But the most important thing for us was to get a UVA 5-star, because being protected from the UVB rays is great. It's a given. That's what you really have to be protected from, and it's what everybody knows. An SPF factor tells you that you're protected from the UVB rays. What a lot of people didn't know was that the UVA rays were as damaging as the UVB rays, or even more so. They're longer, and so they burn deeper, and the damage is deeper. Protection from UVA was hugely important for us. And we did a lot of tests with our botanical ingredients and came up with some very exciting results for UVA protection. We'd launched our SPF 30 and had some fantastic feedback, and lots of people really loved it. But there seemed to be a big need from many people for a higher SPF, but more particularly something for children. When you look at the market, there are so many sunscreens that are just a marketing ploy. They say it's created especially for children, but there's really no difference at all. So we thought, okay, if we're going to make a sunscreen for children, it's got to be something very different. And we eventually launched our Sun Kids. The differentiator here is a few different ingredients. It just makes a difference to their skin, especially for something like getting in their eyes, and it's not going to sting if it gets in their eyes. It's also loaded with astaxanthin, which is an incredible, very powerful antioxidant. You're boosting your child's internal system to fight any potential DNA damage that it might have got by being out in the sun. White cats suffer on the tips of their ears, and so many people look for sunscreens that are healthy enough, because of course they'll probably lick it all off. But he doesn't seem to mind it. Why should you buy Sunumbra instead of other sunscreens? In my opinion, it is one of the best that are out there, because there are no toxic ingredients, there are no chemicals. So because of that, there's absolutely no estrogenic adverse hormonal effects that might happen. It has also additional botanical ingredients that are very good for your skin, very healing.